Going on, guys? I don't know how the video, not the video quality, but the sound quality was in the last video. It did sound a little wonky, but this time I'm gonna try to keep my hand away from the microphone and try to speak clearly through everything because I did see it was higher and lower. But hey, we learning and we striving through it, so it is what it is. Back at it. Got this engine removed from the transmission, and now it's time for us to start taking off what we need to take off that to put on, take what we need to take off of this one to put onto that one, and then switching places with that one. But so far, everything came out smoothly. The one thing I did see is this engine has been replaced before. I mean, the obvious signs of the writing right here, and then there's a stamp right here too, usually from junkyards. But I mean, the dead giveaway was the VIN stamp, so yeah, kind of curious why it was replaced, but you know, it might be the same reason, kind of like what I'm going through right now. Transmission is still original. I did have the transmission spill out most of the fluid, so I'm hoping that I won't have problems with that when I put fluid back in. If you know, you know. But for right now, gotta take this engine, place it over here, start stripping the harness off of this one, all the hoses that have been cut and everything, and just kind of get it bare like how this one is, so that way I can start getting ready to put that one onto the transmission. But till then, I'm gonna put y'all up, go see what's gonna happen, and this is gonna be a little walkthrough today, nothing special. See how far we get. Hopefully everything can get everything assembled to get ready to put back in by tomorrow. So far, I got the intake manifold off. It's right over there. And now just gonna break down the harness. This harness was cut, sadly. Let's see where it was cut at. It was cut over here on this side. All this, so it's useless. Right here too. And the reason why I had to take the manifold off just so I can get to the injector plugs. That's for the most part. I think everything else I could access outside. Then put some little paper towels in here. I didn't do it in that one, of course, because that one is bad, but put those in there so nothing falls in there. So yeah, just gonna remove the rest of the harness. Gotta remove these cut hoses right here as well. And then just go from there, just break down everything. Check, make sure everything's good. I mean, as you can see, this engine is pristine, clean. It only did have 60K miles on it, so just gotta break everything down nicely. Remove the power steering pump because the other one is still in the car. So actually no, it is on the rack, so it's over there. And then yeah, got the old harness here, which is still in great condition, so can swap that right on as soon as I'm done with this. But yeah, gotta keep breaking it down and be right back once I'm done with that. Got the engine basically stripped down completely to what I need it to be. Got the old one over here, just transferred over a few bolts and stuff like that and that sort. So now basically it's time to take it off the stand, put on the hoist, and then put it on the ground right next to the engine so I can bolt it up. I did leave the throttle body and like coolant hoses off just because I realize it's easier to put them back in the car without them. Not that it's any burden, but it's just in the way and you don't want to risk ripping anything. So I left those off, so I'll put those in once it's back in the car. But for right now, yeah, I'm gonna take that strap off, put it back on here, take it down, put it on the ground, start connecting the two, and go from there. Basically, from here is basically just redoing everything I just did. Got all the extra parts over here, intake manifold right there. So yeah, just gonna start doing that. Got the transmission back onto the engine. It's not fully bolted up yet. Still got to do the bottom bell housing bolts, but for the most part it's all there. Got these side on, those bolts on that side, and then this side, these are on too. The only thing I did have that I didn't see when I went to get the engine is right here. You can see it does have a little crack, and that is the guide pin. So I don't think it will be fine. There's a lot of material still behind it, but it did have that small crack right there. Other than that, it did go on pretty smoothly. I usually have trouble putting these back together, but everything did go on smooth. I put on the axle, bolted it back on. Did leak out more fluid, so most definitely I'm just gonna drain this transmission fluid out, put in new fluid. Other than that, gonna start putting on the engine harness. Put on the engine harness and then basically take the subframe back from underneath the car, clean it up as best as I can, and then from there start putting it all back together. Didn't expect it to go by this fast, but it did. It's only, let me see what time it is. It's only 1 o'clock, so I might even start putting it back in today. I know I'm not gonna be able to finish it today, but at least put it back in and then just go from there. So I don't know how much left is gonna be, but gotta get to it, put y'all back up. I feel like I don't speak enough and you guys see a lot of just like b-roll, but like I said, I don't want to sit here and explain everything I'm doing. Like I said, it's the first time doing it, and it's like I feel like a lot of this stuff, I don't know, like if y'all y'all want me to talk through the stuff, I'll talk through it, but I don't, it's pretty simple. I mean, I know a lot of people won't say it's simple, but for me, doing it, any car, I mean, they're all different, but they all have the same type of methods to taking them apart and stuff, you know? It's just a different engine, whatever, but everything still have bolts and nuts and they go together. It's like a Lego piece. So, yeah, other than that, I'm gonna get back to it, put y'all up, and keep recording. I know this is 2 days later from last time I was recording, but we did have a little bit of a setback. I mean, at this point, are we surprised the way everything's going with me? I'm not surprised, but it was nothing we couldn't handle. Got the engine back onto the subframe. I cleaned the subframe thoroughly. I don't know if y'all seen it before, but it's spotless now. Just got a little leak right here from the power steering, but got the subframe fully cleaned. I did have to go get a new engine mount. Let me show you the old one. Wasn't bad, but it was going out. Did have some play in it, so got that replaced. I haven't replaced them yet, but I got transmission mounts. These ones are very wonky. Got so much play in them. So did replace those. The back one was fine, so I kept that one. Another thing I did have to do that I just got back with is the starter. So the starter, you would think that it's the same engine, has the same starter. So this is from this MDX, and I'm guessing this car is from a TL because I went and got a TL starter, just a little bit different. Where's the? Oh, I don't have the old one, but right here, the spacing right here is where the starter sits. The lip is bigger on this one than it is on that engine, so it wasn't allowing the original starter to fit. So I went and got one from a junkyard, threw it in there. Another thing that wasn't fitting was the injectors. Swapped out all the injectors with the other one with the fuel rail. Swapped out the coolant ports, because this port right here for the coolant is a little longer than the other one. Swapped that from the other motor. The coolant temperature sensor, I had to swap that out too. And then I had to add this spacer right here for the intake plenum, the intake manifold. Other than that, there's a bracket that goes here that holds on this harness. That one is also different. But I did notice even the front valve cover is a little different design than that one. But just because of that, I'm not going to swap it over. And the only thing that bracket is doing is holding this in place, which already, as it sits there nicely. So I don't see a reason to swap that out and then having to swap the valve cover and be different. So I'm not worried about that. I'm going to leave that as is. But other than that, I think everything else should be straight, should be sorted. So I'm going to basically get ready to wheel it back underneath the car and go from there. Putting it back in shouldn't be that difficult. Let me not jinx myself now, but yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. Hopefully have it back in, bolted up, and ready to start redoing everything that I did and see where we go from there. So for right now, just gotta get back to it, get everything going, and see how far we get. Hopefully we'll have it running by today. got, let me put some light on here. I got everything back assembled on both sides. The axle, the strut to the knuckle, the caliper, the ABS sensor. Did replace the transmission mounts. That's nothing leaking. That's just the coolant from when I was replacing the hoses. Over here, got the AC compressor back on. Got the new engine mount up there, and same on this side. Everything is back on there. So now I'm gonna lower it back down the car. I also do got the exhaust and part of the subframe back on. Gonna put the exhaust back on. Actually, I already do got it on, and then now I'm gonna lower the car and basically start doing from the top. Got so much more to do on the top, but should be done pretty quickly. After that, gotta put in the fluids and then hopefully do the first startup. Got mostly everything together. The only thing that is remaining is the intake. I am leaving that off because I do got to fill the transmission fluid, which you see that big bolt right there is where I got to fill it. I do got coolant filled. I did the oil change. I haven't done power steering fluid yet. Gotta wait to start it to do that. But yeah, everything is back together. We don't have, let me see where my flashlight is. I ain't got no leaks. So we just gotta give it a first start and see what happens. I do have to connect the steering linkage, but I will do that once the car is started. Turn off the lights so they're not beaming at the neighbors. But it is started, idling pretty smooth. Do got vacuum leak coming from this hose right here, but that's because the intake is off. Gotta let the coolant bleed through now. While that's bleeding, gotta just watch over everything, make sure nothing else is happening. Underneath, we're still looking good. No leaks. Coolant is going down, so I will add a little bit more. Don't want more air to get in there. A little bit more of the system. Let that cycle through. Yeah, seems to be running smooth, no sound as before. Give a little gas. Sounding pretty good. No lights either, no check engine light, which is amazing. Yeah, see, we're at 177k miles. This motor got 60k miles, so this car got a lot of more life left in it now, just because of this new motor. Hopefully it is maintained properly after today. But yeah, idling smooth. And one last check. No leaks. So I do have to fill the power steering fluid, and then also I do got to take it to go get the AC recharged. Other than that, I think everything is good. I will let it run for a little bit, let the heat up, get the thermostats open so the cooler can flow through while I mess with the power steering fluid, and I put on the linkage for the steering wheel. But for that, I might call it the end of this. I don't know. I'll go on a low drive afterwards so y'all can see it's all good and smooth. But that is it. Didn't go as fast as I thought it would, you know, but everything happens for a reason, I guess. As long as it's running good, that's all I can say. So right now I'm just gonna wait, and then I will be back in a bit. See, car is gone. Not gone, but it's out. About to go on the first drive. It is super late. Not super late for me, but it is 12 something. So about to go for the first drive. See how she do. Shouldn't be no problems. If anything was there, I'd have felt it when I was just idling. But just go around, see how it does, and then we gotta call it quits for that and be back with more action later on. So for now, I will see y'all later, and stay safe, stay dangerous. Wait, no, that don't sound right. Stay safe, stay out of trouble, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.